When Motorola made its comeback a few years ago, it did very well in the mid-range. However, it's also had the occasional flagship device. And today we're going to be looking at the new flagship from Motorola, the Motorola Edge Plus, and testing it against the OnePlus 8. Which one do you think is going to win? Well, let's find out. So we have the Motorola Edge Plus with the Snapdragon 865 on the left-hand side. It's running in 1080p. We have the OnePlus 8, not the Pro, the normal OnePlus 8, also with the Snapdragon 865. It's running in 1080p as well, and that's on the right-hand side. And already we're into the Jason test. And I think the Motorola got there first. So this is an encouraging sign. Yes, it's definitely the first into the compression test. So an encouraging sign here that this could be a very good device, certainly holding its own against the OnePlus 8 at the moment. And all neck and neck as we went into the 16 thread test. So whatever lead the Motorola had at that point, the OnePlus 8 seemed to be able to come back. And let's see what comes to the end of the 16 thread test. Which one is it going to be? Whoa, almost neck and neck. I'd give a slight lead there to the OnePlus 8, not even half a second, as they're both now into the blur test, which is the beginning of the CPU GPU part of this test suite, and we're now into the infinite list. And again, I think they both entered into there roughly the same amount of time, but a slight light lead by the OnePlus 8. Let's see what the frame rates we're going to get. 28, 29, 27, so a slight lower frame rate there by the Motorola Edge Plus on the left hand side, and the OnePlus 8 was certainly the first to start rendering this Unity test. It's certainly in the lead now by a smidgen, not by much, but by a smidgen. It's definitely getting into the valley first. Yes, it has. So it's now gone into the Unreal test, and now also the Edge Plus into the Unreal test. So definitely, I think at the moment, unless everything goes wrong, the OnePlus 8 is going to win. But the question is by how much? Let's have a look. There we go. 1 minute 27.5 and 1 minute 30.0. Okay, let's break down those times and see exactly what happened. So as we saw there, the OnePlus 8 was the winner with 1 minute 27.5, and then just 2.5 seconds later, the Motorola Edge Plus 1 minute 30. So if you look at the CPU, 39 and 38.9. So very, very close there, 0.1 of a second between them. And as we saw, it really was a battle there during the CPU phase. Sometimes the Edge Plus was in the lead, sometimes the OnePlus 8 was in the lead. Then when we got to the mixed CPU, GPU, 23.3 versus 22.5. So another win by the OnePlus 8. So that's 2 wins out of 2 so far. And then when we get to the GPU, 27.6 versus 26.0. So 1.6 second lead there. So in fact, it was a win in every category for the OnePlus 8, sometimes even by a fraction of a second. However, those fractions of a second count. And when you add them all up, it's 1 minute 27.5 for the OnePlus 8. So my name is Gary Sims, this is SpeedTest G. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like these kind of videos, well, why not stick around and join the community by subscribing to the channel. Okay, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.